Sunflower and Bumblebee coasters. Let's mix up some epoxy. Promise epoxy. First pour in part A. Then you'll pour in part B. This is a 1-to-1 ratio. You want to mix for 5 minutes. This epoxy is a tabletop. Super easy to use. Go ahead and grab yourself a little cup. You want to pour some of that epoxy into the cup. This will be your contrast color. Take your color of choice and drop it on in. We're going to go with teal. Mix it on up. Ah, gorgeous.
Love that teal.
Up next, we're going to go with our base color. This color, we're going to go with white. Always feel free to put a couple extra sprays in there to get the color you want. Ah. Mold time. Go ahead and lay out your mold. And then you're going to pour the epoxy on in. You're not trying to fill it all the way up. You just want to pour in about 1/4 of an inch. Look at that. Now it's time to blast those bubbles. Now it's time for a contrast. Go ahead and pour in your contrast color. I always try to do different patterns in each little section. Just kind of breaks it up a little bit. Take your time and just have fun.
We sure are.
Now it's time for the toothpick scramble. Just go ahead and put your toothpick in there and scramble away.
Everyone loves a good scramble.
It just breaks it all up. Blasto! Time to blast those bubbles. Go ahead and let it dry for 24 hours. Now put in your sticky coat. You only want to put it in about 1/16 of an inch. Just enough to barely cover the entire coasters. All tools and supplies used in this video will be linked in the description. Feel free to check them out. Go ahead and make sure all the surface is wet. Feel free to use your finger to cover the entire coaster and blast out those bubbles. Alrighty. And now it's time to put in your dried flowers. Since you only put in 1/16 of an inch epoxy, the dried flowers will float to the surface. We will be pouring on top of that, so now we don't have to worry about that. We can go ahead and let it float to the surface, and it will cure overnight.
Ooh, bam, just that easy.
Look at that, sunflowers.
Gorgeous sunflowers.
That color really does pop. Up next, go ahead and grab your bumblebees. Go ahead and put them on in. They will stick. I'm only putting in about 2 bumblebees per coaster. Look at that. They look adorable. Let it cure overnight. Put in your top coat. Feel free to pour it all the way up to the top.
To the tippity top.
Go ahead and remove all the coasters. They have edges. We don't want that. So it's chamfer time. Go ahead and get your router out. Put a chamfer bit into it. Get your coasters, get them all sorted. And let's start chamfering those edges. A full disclaimer, this process makes quite the mess. The cleanup sucks.
You said best, brother.
Just take your time. All right. Now if you notice, it leaves dull edges. You can fix that by taking a Q-tip, putting some lacquer on it, and carefully going around the edges.
So careful.
It'll put a shine back on that chamfer. Super tedious, but I'd rather do this than put on another dome coat. And there you have it. Sunflower and Bumblebee coasters. Super fun, super easy. Anyone can do it. Look at that. Ah, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.